Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz is accusing Archbishop Anthony Apparon of pulling the strings on a bill passed 6 years ago that sought to lift the statute of limitations on sex abuse crimes. Cruz says that on the session floor, other senators were on the phone with the Archbishop, taking orders from him to add poison pill amendments to the bill. It was in 2010 when Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz introduced a bill to lift the statute of limitations on child sexual abuse crimes. On K57's Mornings with Patty this morning, the senator said when he introduced the legislation, it only contained 2 pages.
The bill ended up a little over 6 pages. They added literally almost 4 pages of restriction.
Cruz says the senators who added the amendments were doing so at the behest of Archbishop Anthony Apparon.
Yeah, I don't mind saying that publicly, because I was sitting next to a couple of my colleagues and I could hear the Archbishop's voice directing the introduction of these amendments. So they gutted the bill.
The bill lifted the statute of limitations for a 2-year period for individuals to file suit against the Catholic Church or any organization that may have employed or protected employees or members who sexually assaulted victims. But Cruz says because of the amendments his colleagues passed, allegedly influenced and manipulated by Archbishop Apparon, the bill was essentially useless.
They took out the ability to be able to reach for the deep pockets. They put all kinds of restrictions on what needed to be done. And the poison pill that was added was that they made it that in the event that an attorney takes a case like this and doesn't prevail, that it could be the basis for an ethical charge.
The Vice Speaker refused to name who those senators were allegedly taking directions from the Archbishop.
But I heard the Archbishop's voice on the phone instructing my colleagues to make the amendments.
You're not willing to name those colleagues of yours that were...
No, you can find it yourself.
All this ties back to a petition launched yesterday by the group Silent No More to lobby senators to once again lift the statute of limitations on the same law. Cruz, however, points out that there are constitutional issues in doing so.
Window legislation to reopen the statute of limitations for a short period is really a strange thing to do, and the courts in the states throughout the country have allowed it only for a short period, a 1 or 2 year period. No, you can only open the window once. I don't know what the constitutional issues are going to be of reopening the window.
Silent No More's goal is to collect 100,000 signatures. Cruz says even if the group successfully collects the signatures, he will not be the senator to reintroduce another bill to lift the statute of limitations.